this is Gloria Capola from Massage Pro CE, and this is Massage School. I've created some video clips for you in order to help you master some of the techniques that maybe you've learned along the way but can't quite remember exactly how they were performed, or maybe you just need a different approach. So I hope you enjoyed these clips, and if you have any questions, please contact me, and I hope to see you at a continuing education class sometime in the future. Thank you. Okay, today we're going to address these intercostal spaces, and a lot of therapists and clients have never received work actually in between those spaces. You know, we kind of go superficially over and around. But this is a really good spot to get into for a lot of reasons. Sometimes people don't breathe fully into their whole rib cage. Any problems within the back and here is going to help open that up. Any problems where your lats and serratus are hooked up and not moving also. And even deep in, depending on how we do this work and what techniques we bring into it, we could even affect the fascia that's holding the organs in, okay? So I've already warmed up the tissue a little bit. I'm going to come in, here's your traps. I'm going to come in right around here. And I want to feel for that space. And first I'm just going to glide through it, just like that. That pressure okay?
Yes.
I'm going to do that a few times to clear it out. Now, I'm going to change my angle. So we've got a rib here and a rib here. I'm going to change the pad. Instead of down, I'm going to come on the side. I'm going to put thumb over thumb. I'm not going to change my pressure, just my angle. How's that feel?
Fine.
Now, if I find any regions in here that feel like they're congested, I could take my thumb and right across those little fibers, do some cross friction. Tight in there? No, you're okay? And you could do that all the way through. You could also now change your angle. Take your thumb, instead of bringing it up towards the rib that was on top, we're going to bring it on the rib that was on the bottom. So instead of flat, on the angle. Same amount of pressure. Does it feel deeper?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it feels deeper. So again, like I was saying in some other videos, we work smarter, not harder, and by changing the angle, the perception in their body feels deeper. I'm going to slow this down a little bit so we get more of a fascial opening. I'm going to pay attention to the breath of my client, and if I find they're getting shallow, I'm going to ask them to breathe in a little deeper. And by breathing in, inhaling and exhaling, it's also going to help aid with these releases. So I'm going to come back over here, go down to the next rib and let you see this again. Through the intercostal space, glide through it. Now sometimes people might be a little bit ticklish in here if you're too light, so make sure you've got a nice firm connection. Change the angle of my thumb. I'm going to hit that rib on top now. Get in there and do a little bit of cross friction wherever you feel it's needed. And then again, I'll move this way. Change the angle and get on the rib that's more inferior to that space. If anybody has ever had injuries in the past with their ribs or any kind of trauma to the body in this cavity, you might find more scar tissue in there, and then you might find it's going to take you a little bit longer and a little bit slower to release that. But it's going to help give them more mobility in this space and free up any discomfort they might be experiencing. So you can see here how nicely he responds, and blood is coming into that space and to the surface very easy. But you can see here where it's fading a little quicker. So we're going to go back in there and clear this out, because I did feel more congestion in this space than I did this one. And we're going to do a little bit of that cross friction again. How's that pressure?
Very good.
You always want to make sure that you're not hurting your clients.
Tender there.
Tender there. Okay. So I'm going to come back into that space where he said it was tender. I'm going to hold it. I'm even going to go up a little bit on that rib because I can feel where it's adhering right on top of there. Can you feel that?
Certainly.
So one of the things I've learned in my career is that sometimes when we're moving fast on the body and we're just doing all this kind of fast petrissage, that we actually miss all these key little spots that are indicators for the problems that our clients are having. So slow down. I'm going to go in the opposite direction now. And he's breathing nicely, so I don't have to encourage him to breathe. You can see how that trap is lifting up. Okay, and then we're going to flush out towards the front because later on, everything that we've done and all this lymph that we want to move through here, we're going to move it around. And we're going to do abdominal work later on to clear out everything that we've broken up in the body. So if you're not including ab work, you need to learn how to do that. This is an important part of our treatment process. And so that's how you do the intercostals.